Listen all day, every day on your favorite streaming platform. The clean, fresh sound. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
It's Friday morning.
Hold on. Go on, True.
It's Friday morning. WEFM family, how are you doing? Oh, look at me. I am right. Listen, I could continue, but I just show myself off. But that is the beauty of it, people. You know, when I come on here, you don't know what to expect. Will I give you a good song? Perhaps. Will I just do some craziness? Perhaps, but it's all a part of Dianna.
All right. Good morning to everybody out there, to all the true Vinces. Our weekend is here. All right, the greatest part of my weekend right about now is to get some sleep. I am running on E. I am absolutely running on E this morning. So if you see me making just a little bit of blunders, I send in my apologies early this morning, right? But I'm going to try my best not to have them. But good morning to everybody. The weekend is here. Our long weekend is here. All right. And again, well, as I said, around 6:30 this morning, I'm hoping that persons are going to come out in their national colors today. Even if you can't wear the full colors, get a pin, get a ribbon, just get something, put on something to represent. Because I would love to see Kingston. Just seeing a lot of people are Kingston are washed with just blue, yellow, and green today, right? And if not just the blue, yellow, and green, at least a little piece of representation of it. All right. So good morning again to all of those persons who are here in SVG. I know persons in the diaspora, they are just as exciting and as involved as we are, because in their own other communities, they will be doing something to celebrate and to commemorate our 45th year, our anniversary of independence. All right. So for those who have returned home, good morning, Verna. Hello to you. Right, Verna is always, one of the interesting things with Verna is that I spot Verna first by her earrings, because she always has these lovely pieces, right? So good morning to Miss Verna Arthur, who I ran into in town a few days ago, maybe like 2 days ago. All right, so good morning to her, and good morning to all those other persons who have made their way home for our celebrations, or who just happen to be home and are going to engage in our celebrations. All right. Those of you making your way into town for work or for business, get there safely. School children, all they have school today, I'm even sure. Oh, they're home. Also, this is the midterm break, the Friday. Okay. Okay. So for those of you who are going to be at home for the midterm break, remember, if your parents say you're supposed to be home, stay home, No sneaking out. No sneaking out. Additionally, if you are going to be at home, remember to be very careful, all right? For those of you who may not know how to light the stove, or, if you see something up with an electrical appliance or whatever the case might be, just be mindful, all right? If you're not sure of what's happening, call a neighbor or call your parents to see what is happening, right? But I know that there are many instances where parents have no choice but to leave their children at home. Yeah. All right. So it's just for us to be vigilant as a community whenever we know that children are going to be at home by themselves. All right. So over to you, Miss Dianna.
I feel like a ghost. If you see me, tumble over.
Also, both were running on E this morning?
Yeah, listen, I had some things I needed to catch up on, and I decided last night it was going to happen by will or by force. So it happened by force. I bought an energy drink. I knew I've had experience with energy drinks before. I don't advocate, for their drinking, and I know I was going to get this feeling, but I had to get the work done. So I was up. I had 2 meetings yesterday evening, so I had to start doing this thing in the night. I was up. I probably have like 2 or 3 hours sleep.
So I just got a
Right
little bit
now.
more than you, but
Yeah.
I always say it is for me, like my body, I actually need to rest. Like I don't know how people
Yeah.
don't like I have a friend who could survive or he functions very well on 2 to 3 hours of sleep. Me, I need to get at least my 6 to 8 hours.
Yes.
Because if not, then and I hope I don't snap at anybody today because that's another thing when I'm tired. I just snap. All right. So yes, I gotta keep everything in check. All right. Keep everything in check this morning.
I feel like I could feel the gravity just pulling me to the ground. Oh.
All right. So now we had to boost each other up, right? We had to boost
Yes.
each other up. All right. So let's go. All right. So we are going to, you have nothing to tell me this morning?
Oh, yeah, man. I didn't think we answered the thing yesterday. Come on,
Boy.
it's Vinci weekend. I feel like I should tell Independence Committee, give me a spot in the thing Sunday, me and Sally, some of this and that. But anyways, let's go.
But no, but it could actually be a thing as well too, because if you get sponsors, persons, if they get sponsors, whoever answers the questions correctly could win something.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I feel like we should all know this one here. What do we mean when we say in Vinci Creole, you drop in a hot sauce? I feel like this one here.
I've never heard this.
Really?
Never.
Oh, all right. Wow.
Never heard
Okay.
this one.
So what does it mean when we say you drop in a hot sauce? I think this one. I feel like this one is easy.
What is it? I'm thinking. Let's see. But all right. So hit us up on your WhatsApp.
What that mean?
And or on the live, and let us know what you think this means. Or if you know what it means, let us know what it means. All right. So hit us up on your WhatsApp. On your WhatsApp. I tell y'all, forgive me this morning. Forgive me. Oh Lord, I can't believe I nearly said hot sauce. All right, there we go. All right, so on not so happy news, a veteran lawyer here in SVG, Mr. Bayliss Frederick, dies 1 month after turning 100 years. All right. So lawyer Bayliss Frederick, who celebrated his 100th birthday in September, died on Thursday, which is yesterday, right? His daughter, Vianna Frederick, said on Facebook, "The centenarian is no more. Kiss mommy for me, daddy." Frederick, who is also a lawyer, said in a post on Facebook, right? I'm reading this from my Witness News. The post came one day after Frederick said in another Facebook post that her father was in the departure lounge of life. I actually love how this is phrased. He's in the departure lounge of life. I love this.
Very
right?
poetic.
Very poetic. And then I could actually see it. I'm visualizing it as well too, All right. So dad is leaving this earthly plane, and it has been tremendously difficult for our family, she said in a post on Wednesday. "We have been doing our best to keep him comfortable as he transitions. We are happy to have celebrated him in September. I have been quiet, and this is why." All right. So that's really and truly the essence of it. Bayliss Frederick, who is a veteran lawyer in SVG, and by veteran, I mean, last night I went to look for some information with regards to him, like something if I could find like a short description of the history of his life. But the first thing that I came across was a Searchlight article, 95-year-old. Hold on, let me see if I have it here still. And I had to chuckle because, right. So in the Searchlight article, and this was in 2019, "Say guilty, 95-year-old lawyer blurts out to client." Right. So what is striking that even at the age of 95, he was still making appearances in court, And there are times when, we see older folks. Now, I don't know what it was with him, right? I didn't know him personally, but, there are times when I find like for older persons, I'm not sure if they're working because they have to work or if they're working because this is what keeps them alive, right? And maybe for somebody like him, continuing to work kept him alive because he lived to see 100 and he was still in court at 95, So I thought that was quite interesting, So he made his mark here. I always heard of him, but it's just that I've never had a reason to interact with him. All right. So of course we are extending our condolences to his family and the legal fraternity, as well as to other friends and relatives. All right. So, but it would be good. I know that a piece was done on his to commemorate his birthday earlier this year. But you know,
Oh,
just
yes.
something short could be presented in terms of his life. And I actually didn't realize that he was Trinidadian until I read that piece. So you know, the thing of it is that we have to accept that the older folks among us are going to be leaving, but it's just the legacy that they've left, and in little ways to keep the legacy going.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. I didn't know him. I've been trying to think. Have I heard? I feel like I heard the name before,
You
but
must have.
but
You must have.
yeah, it's not bringing back any memories.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then, you know what? I want to say I was going to say in good news, and not to say that his passing is how to phrase this. Celebrating somebody's life, even though they have died, is always something good as well. All right. So going to jump into other news. So ECGC announced yesterday that they have dropped the price of flour. All right. Reading this from One News, St. Vincent. I'm not chuckling, but I'll tell you why I'm chuckling just now. The Eastern Caribbean Group of Companies, ECGC, the OECS's largest flour exporter, announced that it has reduced the price of flour by up to 10% as independent gifts across the OECS and Barbados. In an October 24th release, ECGC said the reduction will take effect on October 25th, which is today, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and November 1st in the other OECS countries and Barbados. And they will see reductions from 5 to 10%. All right. So that's really the gist of what it is. For me, commendations, because it's so much easier for a company to increase prices and justify why it is they've increased the prices, because, you know, you could quote inflation, you could quote war going on, you could quote this, you could quote that, right? But whenever a company actually drops the price, for me, it's always interesting. And it's things like these I like to hear, right? The reason why I chuckled is that somebody under the post commented and said, what are they eating? They're cooking soup, but with plenty dumpling this weekend, right? So that's why I chuckled when I started to read it, because I remember the comment. All right. So this is a good move. There are many persons who use flour, whether in a personal or business.
And Christmas coming up to make up the cake and the bread and things.
All of that, right? So you could
stack up extra bread this Christmas, extra cake.
Or even all know, you know, chuchi cake and thing. You use flour chuchi cake and thing, right? Your bakes and your saltfish, you know. So all those local foods that we enjoy eating that involve flour, we welcome, right? So ECGC commendations to you guys. All right.
Just to send somebody is here saying, I believe the person is saying to shout out Joshua. Shaka Zulu Joshua. I think Shaka Zulu says hi. I think that's what the person is saying. Just Joycelyn, no, that's not correct. When we say you're dropping a hot sauce, no, it does not mean commerce. Yeah.
It's confusion.
No.
You're dropping confusion.
Well,
you're dropping trouble.
Yes, you get in trouble. Yes.
Right.
You're dropping a hot sauce, mean you get in trouble.
Yeah, me. One for me this morning, folks. One for me.
I'm giving you a sticker when we're done.
Boy, you know, you used to work hard for them stickers in school. Like imagine the highlight of doing well in school was stickers.
Getting a sticker,
like you couldn't go down and ask your parents to buy stickers for you, you know? But anyways.
It's not the same.
Anyways, all right. So we are going to jump out at this time. Remember, in a few seconds, we are going to bring to you this morning's traffic talk. All right. So stay tuned.